All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Craps with John here from Pro Craps on Casino Gaming TV. Let's get going with our morning kind of warm up here, and I'll do the same thing I've been doing. Good reason to kind of get yourself on the dice and doing something that you can measure easily in the morning. So we're going to do our 320 across, and this all, if you recall, stems way back from Brian Hawaii Crap Shooters. Had this idea of like, hey, what would you do if you had 350 in your rack? And that was your last thing. You were going to catch a plane. You couldn't play very long. What is your go-to? So here's the go-to for me. We've worked through this a lot of different ways. I really like this 320 across, $30 to throw at the Andy Craps for 3 rolls. Bring some profit back, and if we happen to catch a good one, we catch a good one. It's an interesting way to play with your last 350. So here we go. We're gonna get rolled out. And yesterday, we gotta get our good luck charm out there. I forgot. Yesterday we had a good rollout. And I'm using G-Dub's chip, put on the 2 there for good luck. He's been bringing us the luck here the last couple of days. So let's get it rolling. You get a point here first. It's going to be a 10 the hard way. Awesome. Now we go. Let's get 3 rolls in. 3 rolls in, and we'll get the hell out of here. That's all we need. There's a 9, a 6, 3, 9, Nina. So how we do this is we're gonna go with our $70 payment. And again, I always forget this because I'm going too quick. I forget my craps check would have been out there. Put another one out there now. Then I pay $70. We're gonna pull the 4 and 10 down by 1 unit. We're gonna leave these things hopefully at 160 across. There's 4 and 4, $120 back in the rack as soon as we get our first hit. Now, 2 more of those, and we're going to be solid. Let's get it done here. Let's go. Here we go. 6, 2, 8 hits in the middle. I want those middle hits. They're ideal. Again, that's going to pay $70. 60 pays 70. We'll lose our craps. I'll preemptively replace the craps bet. Now the 5 and 9 come down by a quarter each. It's another 120, putting 240 into the rack. So we're at $240, working our way back to health here. 3 hits, and we're going to be in profit. We're actually in profit right now, but 3 hits will be in what I would call a solid profit. Let's get a 6 or 8 again. It'd be beautiful if we can pull it off. Nope, we get the 7. That's a bummer. That's a huge bummer. That 3rd hit would have been nice. 3rd hit would have been beautiful. That 3rd hit would have brought these 2 back, and I'll show you where we end up with. Had we gotten a 3rd hit, you're here at 160 with your full bankroll back in your rack. So you're 160 at least in profit. But alas, today we did not get her done. Live to fight once more. And this is like kind of highlighting a couple things. One is it's hard to get 3 hits. It's really, really, really hard to get 3 hits in any roll. That's why I practice so hard on my throwing. I want to get that 3 hit. I don't want to say guarantee, but 3 hits reliable. That's what I want. 3 reliable hits in here, because that will put me in a position to be able to play with profit and have profit in the rack. But man, it's hard to get. The Skill 66, we do it all the time here. Great strategy, but it's hard. It's really hard to get your 2 or 3 hits and start making money. So, that whole SRR of 6 thing, or the 7 comes every 6 times, that's a bunch of bull. It comes on the 2nd roll, it comes on the 15th roll, and it averages out. But boy, it's hard to get those things back to back. So here we go. Let's get going here, and good morning. All right. Today will be sort of I don't want to say a short show, but a shorter kind of show, because I'm going to the airport at 10 o'clock my time to pick up my sister, who's flying in from Florida. So I got to be actually on the road by about 9:10 to get down there in time. So we'll make sure we stop on time today at 9 o'clock. So a lot of stuff in chat already, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and bypass some of that. Let's get into our announcements. The announcements today are very quick, and then I want to jump into some rolling. So nothing new here on this front. The Friday night fight is supposed to be me versus my co-trip tomorrow. I can't make it tomorrow, as you know. I'm working on figuring out a way to, maybe we have to just see if I can't reverse myself with the person who's next in line and just take a week hiatus on that. So I'll be emailing some folks here in a little bit. So I'll let you know over the announcement thing tomorrow or in Discord how that's going to work out. And I'm fixing to do this. I keep teasing it here. This Dark Side Revival show. I got ideas for a couple of shows, actually, a couple of weekly shows that we'll do. I know we had the crap chat every other week. The Dark Side Revival, I picture like a shorter version, like a 45-minute to an hour max dark side talk. That's it. Just strategy crafting, that kind of thing, with some dark side players that we all know and love. So I think I'm going to put something together called Tales from the Dark Side. When, I don't know, but that's just, it's been on my mind, and I've got an idea for another couple of funnish kind of shows like that. So again, this channel is going to start branching out into other games soon, as well as some different topic matter. So that's the idea there. So there we go. What else is on tap? The Daily Dose of DI. We have to address this. I actually have two things to talk about here. So for today's Daily Dose of DI, I want to talk about the chopper toss. And I shouldn't even call it the chopper toss. Let's get that cleared up. I call it that out of habit. I got a note from Cashier's Cage on my last live practice video, and he's 100% right. He says, hey, you're throwing it wrong. You can't do what you're doing and call it the chopper. And he's 100% right about that. The way that I throw it, and the way that I throw it being a spinner helicopter style toss, I got that from watching videos, right? Like a lot of y'all do who aren't buying the huge the huge golden touch lessons. I'm watching videos and breaking things down, looking at what I see, and I'm replicating. Thousands of throws now I've done with this thing. Probably wrong because my initial do it myself way was incorrect, but I've grooved it now to where I'm reliably doing it the way that I throw it, my comfort zone with that throw, and my reliable results with it are my way, right? So I shouldn't even call it the chopper because that's Cage's thing. He throws it, quote unquote, the right way, right? The way he does it, which is probably the right way. It works for him. This way works for me. So I need to find a better name for it because A, it's not the same thing he does. B, I'm looking at different concepts than he's looking at, which is fine. It's diverged, right? I'm over here doing this other thing, and I can't in good conscience use the name, I guess, because it's wrong. That said, what I'm doing is legit. I throw it higher, harder, and deeper than he does, than other people who throw this toss do. I'm more kill shotting it, and I have a much higher rate of spin than they do. And again, when I look at the slow motion of my tosses, the action that I see that I'm trying to get is different than the traditional way that Cage throws it. So I'm going to try and give him a call later today, actually, and see if we can't talk through it, because he's got a lot of really great points that he's making, that nuance things that I of course missed years ago when I was trying to replicate things. So I will get some fine points out of him. But just so you know, if you want to learn that toss, I'm showing you kind of the way that I have kind of gleaned it out over the year and a half here. Watch Cage, go to Cashier's Cage's channel, watch him throw it, him teach it, his slow motion. He'll break it down for you the way that the proper way, I suppose is the right word, the proper way to get it done. Watch his channel. He's the guy to learn this from. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. So if that makes sense, I'm not teaching it. I'm just doing it the way that I do it because it works for me. And there's that. So that's my daily dose of DI there, chopper toss. I've got another segment that I want to do here, but I want to remind you all this. On Dice Influence, Dice Control, Controlled Shooting, whatever you want to call it, leave me your thoughts on it. What I've got is a list of like things that people have said to me over the years about dice control. I've got about 5 or 6 of them that are kind of stacked up here that I can talk about in the morning segment here. But if you want me to react to your thoughts on it, drop any thought you've got to me in Discord or in my email, john@procraps.net, or just as a comment to the videos here, because I can have an opinion piece on almost anything. And, we've got, for example, I want to talk about the dark side players who are aiming their dice at people's chips, trying to cause a 7. The other way around, people who are right-siders that are, aiming for dark-siders. There's a lot of douchebaggery that goes on. I've got 4 or 5 topics to talk about there, but I want to know what you want to hear. If you've got a strong opinion either way, let me know. We'll talk about it here during this segment. And don't just say something douchey just to be a douchebag, right? Say something intelligent or ask a real question, and I'm happy to go into it here with you. The more of your thoughts and questions we have here, the better. So that's that. That's the Daily Dose of DI. Next week, we'll talk a little bit more about some of the douchey things that we see. And then I want to dive into, maybe we'll use this segment here to break some stuff down. I saw a lot of questions surrounding the robot arms. There's a robot arm that they tried to disprove DI with, and there's one that's actually in use online with that Evolution. I think it's Evolution Gaming. So we'll talk through those things as well. So there's that. That's your daily dose of DI. And now I want to get into actually play it a little bit. We're going to get right onto the table here and play the Dark March. Now, I was inspired. This is not a earth-quaking, awesome new strategy, by the way. We did the Marching Soldiers a while back. I did the single Marching Soldier. Waylon augmented that and said, hey, do it with 2. Get the 4 and 10, or the 4 and 5 rather, and march them to the 6 and 8, march them to the 5 and or the 9 and 10. Great. Loved it, right? I went to Vegas and won with that, actually. It was a great little quick. If you get the right combination, it's 3 quick hits and you're done with quite a bit of profit. So it's fun. It's a fun way to play, especially on the bubble craps machines. I had a lot of fun with that on bubble craps. I thought, well, after watching the Dice Degen show last night, he did a strategy called the Tesla, which if you haven't seen the Tesla, watch the Tesla video from Dice Degen, where he's basically doing the 6 and the 8 with a don't pass. It's essentially a 6, 7, 8 kind of strategy, but he comes for the don't come, hoping to knock off the 6 and the 8, right? So the perfect play is don't pass, set a point, don't come, go to the 6, pay the 6 and take it down. Go to the 8, pay the 8, take it down, like a Butterberg, but on 2 numbers. And then he has 2 don't comes and a don't pass, waits for the 7. Beautiful strategy. I saw that, I thought, let's go back to the Marching Soldier, because I like the fact that he takes the money off the table and leaves the don't pass to sit there, right? This represents to me a whole different way of doing hybrid. Because normally hybrids are you put a don't pass up, let's say $50, you bet $50 worth of right side stuff and you just play it out till the end. I like the idea of these shorter term hybrids. The Horseman's one of them, right? The don't pass and a couple of combats. The combats come down, you stay out of the hand and let the don't pass take over. Same thing here. We're gonna go with a don't pass $25. I'm gonna put 2 $25 bets on like the 4 and 10 or whatever. We'll make a decision as we go. And we're going to try and march those 2 across. And if they get to the end, we pull them down and let the don't pass sit there and win. That's it. I want to get hit. Leave the money off the table for the 7. So it's a hybrid for a short term. And then we pick a side by pulling our bets down. That's the idea there. I'm also going to try, we'll see if we can do it today. We'll do a little smart bomb pass where I basically do the same thing. We're going to start with 160 across and a $25 don't, which seems odd for you hybrid players. But the idea is 3 hits. Just like we're doing here with the Butterburger, we're going to take a hit. Let's say it's the 5. I'm pulling the 5 and 9 both down. We take a hit on the 6. The 6 and 8 both come down. We take a hit on the 4. The 4 and 10 both come down. And we leave our don't pass bet sitting there. So it's 3 hits and down, whatever you got on the table. We'll let the don't pass ride the day out. Hopefully, it works in sequence. Now, I practiced these last night, and this has been a weird week for me because last night when I practiced this out before the show today, I did a lot of practicing last night. I bankrupted myself on like 5 straight strategy runs. Between these 2, a couple of don't things, no matter what I did, I was torpedoing myself. I knocked off every single point from the don't. When I went to the light side, I hit PSOs 5 or 6 times, no matter what I did. Horrible. So today, God only knows what's going to happen. I have no delusions that we're going to win any money today, but we're going to go ahead and try it out and see what happens. So let's go to the table and let's try it out and see what happens. So I'm going to go switch over here to the to your roll tracker. This is yesterday's roll tracker with our amazing 7.7 SRR. Today's hopefully will be the same. All right, I want that big SRR. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about this as I'm walking back. I think a good topic for the Daily Dose of DI actually is this topic of SRR, because somebody made, I think it was Chris actually in Dice DJ, he made this comment in his video that he had like I don't know what it was, a 7 or whatever SRR, and he said that's great for the do player, but not great for the don't player. I don't agree with that necessarily. Sometimes that low SRR comes because you've got a lot of come out 7s, and you can destroy yourself here in the don't. With a lower SRR, you think it's good for you. Sometimes the timing of those 7s is really awful, and a higher SRR, 5 or 6, is better because that means we're getting points set, and then we're hitting the 7s in succession. So think through that before you whatever, make a kind of a blanket judgment of that. Anyway, let's go. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $600 in the bank. That's not going to be enough money, but we're going to go with that anyway. What I'm going to set up with is simple. We're going to go with a $25 don't, and we're going to go with $50 on some number that comes out. We'll see what happens here. Okay, let's go ahead and get the puck turned off. We're going to get our dice. Let's use the reds again from this morning. And I will set and throw quickly today. I'm not going to be hustling or trying to be all perfect, but I want to get numbers set and out here. There's a 617 on the come out. Out of the gate, we're going to torpedo ourselves. This is awesome. This is right where I left off last night. Just coming in here and just donating money from the first go. From the get, we're going to donate money. Let's get a point. Come on. 527. Look at that. 2 in a row. And this is that case I just made, actually. 5-2. There's 2 come out 7s out of the gate, right? Don't pass players down. My SRR right now is 0, which you would think, hey, don't pass guy. You want that low SRR. You really don't. You want a normal SRR, not something low. 4 to 6 is the butter zone. There's the 6. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, we got a point established. Let's mark it up here, 426. I'm going to go ahead and put $50 out there on the 10 and the 9. Because we're farthest away from the 6, we're going to march from here, hopefully to here, hopefully to here, get three points to hit in the sequence that we've got, and get out with some money. That's the idea here. This is more of a home run-ish kind of a strategy. So let's go ahead and get our dice set up, and we'll see if we can't make that happen. There is a 527, so we don't. Now, I've debated with this strategy too, 527. I've debated making this $50 because that becomes a tie. And in fact, I'm going to roll this first bankroll through and see how that feels for us. We lose 2, we win 1, so you're down another quarter here. Let's play with it. Let's play it a few times out, and let's see what we all think. As a group here, let's make a decision on the best way to play that out. I don't know if I want to go 50 every single time, but it does give you like many cracks. Because the idea here is to get this soldier to hit. I'm not really playing for this yet, so I'd like to make sure I get it set. Anyway, there's a 5. And again, we'll take 2. And again, I'm on that side of the table with the point. I'm going to come here on the uptown side with my soldier bets. All right, 325. That's our point. I got it marked up, don't I? Do I mark it up? I did mark it up. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. All right, here we go. 325. That's going to be a 1, 2, 3, an ace deuce. No help. No help at all on that one. Here we go. There's a 549, perfection. 549, that's going to pay $35. And I'm going to pay it all we'll pay 30. There's 30. And here's 5. We're going to pay it in reds because when I go to the 6 and the 8, we're going to go here. We're going to go to 25. We're going to go to 40. $2 with a buck change. So we're going to basically move them from here to here. Full press as best we can. Take our little bit of change. There's a 9. Ideally now we get a 6 or an 8 to hit. We can move them to the right and get those 4s and 5s. Here we go. 516. That worked out good. 516. Let's mark that up. Okay. And for the dice setters in the crowd, here's what I'm doing, just so you know. When I practice at night for my throw, I'm practicing by setting the numbers, right? So I'm practicing by when I want a 6 or an 8, I have a set that I use. It's the 4-2. So when I say it's the 4-2, it's the 4 here, and it's the 2 on top of it. I'm setting for this, right? I picked it off that time. That's great. When it happens, it's pure luck. I know, but it's what I do. So there's a $42 there. We're going to go 50 for 1. So that dollar comes right back out here to play. Now we go to the 5 and the 4 for 50 And I'll just go ahead and go 65 bucks on each. I'll take back those 4 whites to my rack. And now I've got march from the 9 and 10 to the 6 and the 8 to the 4 and the 5. Now, if the 5 happens to come and we lose our don't, que sera, sera. No big deal. We're going to make more money up here than you would here. If the 4 happens to come, way fantastic. All this comes down and we wait for the 7. And that's the whole plan here. So let's mark that. Did I mark the 6? I did. Okay, let's go. Let's get a 5 or a 4. Actually, let's get a 4. I'd love to see a 4 right now. This would be beautiful. Let's do it. I'm going to set 3-1. Too early. We got the 7. Bummer. And after all that work, which was a lot of work to get here, you end up losing a quarter because we started out with 50 and only win 25. So I'm still on this track of I think this needs to be a little bit higher, but I'm going to go ahead and stack that up. 5 through 7. When I win on the don't, we'll stack them up and we'll try it again. Here we go. Bummer. I really wanted to get that thing across. This double soldier, whatever you want to call it, this is a fun one. I think this is one of my favorite kind of fun time home running strategies because it's easy. And generally speaking, I can get this thing to hit a couple, 2-3 times during practices, and it ends up being fun. There's a 3-2-5. Let's do it. We're either going to make money here or we're going to lose the whole bankroll, I guess. $25 at a time. 3-1-4. That's over here. Again, I'm picking the side opposite of where the point is. I mean, I could have started it right over here, I guess, out of the gate. I don't know if that even, maybe that helps us actually. Maybe if we moved him over to here, if you knock yourself off the point really quick, it's an even Steven thing. I'm going to go from this side, but the option exists obviously to go the other end. So, all right, let's do it. Aces. No help. No help from the aces right there. That's a wasted roll. Completely wasted roll. All right, here we go. Man, 6-5, yo, another wasted roll. Mid-mo, yo, I love you, but damn. Strategy crusher. It's really tough when you're on a 3 hitting down system to be hitting a bunch of corn numbers, man. It's just kind of brutal. 5-4-9. So we did hit the 9, which is good. I'm stoked about that, the 5-4-9. Same as last time. We're going to move them over here. We're going to take our payment. We're going to go to 42 on each with $1 change. That's going to be our winnings right there. Hopefully, we can jack one of these up and move them over. 5-4-9, I did post it up. All right, let's do it. Come on, give me an inside hit here. Inside hit, nope, that 4 hit a second time. Big Joe, the Big Joe. No help this time, I need that throw later. All right, here we go. Another mid-mo-yo. Damn. Okay, here it is. Oh my God. Aces. Are you kidding me? Everything but inside numbers. We hit aces, 2 or 3 11s. I think 2 aces and 2 or 3 11s in that, right? 2 aces and 2 11s. Yeah, that's a horrible run. Come on. Here's something I can use here. How about a hard 8? Come on. Nope, it's a 10. 6-4-10. 6-4-10. I got a bad feeling that we're taking too long to get there. We're not going to get there. Come on. Inside hit. Yeah, that's right. There it is. 5-2-7. But here's the interesting thing. 5-2-7. This is why I'm considering this, because we don't get across, right? Again, this strategy is a home run. You got to get the right runs to get it to go. Our net, though, we were down 50 here. That pays the don't pass, right? That becomes a tie. And again, ties aren't fantastic, but you live to fight another day here. I think 50 bucks is the right move down here. So that was a parlayed win. I'm going to take the 50 bucks back to the rack. That'll become our next play. I'm moving our base up. This is going to be my normal don't pass parlay press strategy. So we go from 1 to 2. If we happen to do it again, we'll parlay it up and try and keep working it. So here we go. 6, 2, 8. 8 easy. All right, so we're on the 8, 6, 2. We'll take that 50 bucks and we can decide where to start from. Because we're at this side of the line, I'm going to start on the right side. Let's march through it that way. So there's that. The point's going to be 8. Grab a little bit of coffee here. Let's get through it. Ooh, kissy, kissy. 5, 3, 8. Bummer. Bummer. We lose our don't. 5 and a 3. It's an 8. We lose our don't. I'm going to go and back that off now. So we had pressed it up to 2 units. We're going to go back to 1. I never have more than 1 unit of my own at risk down here. As we press these things up, it's always done with profits. All right, so the 8 was hit. Our 2 bets are still out there. We're on the don't. Let's get a point established. It's a 1, 2, 3. That's great. That pays. And we stack it. That's our parlay. We hit one, we parlay it up. That one, that horn number helped. Love it. Let's do another one of those, huh? Wouldn't it be great? That puck should be off, by the way. Ah, shit. There's a 7. Huge bummer. 4, 3. Lose our parlay attempt. But I love my being aggressive. There we go. 4, 3. The puck was off from before, so just looking for a new one here. 4, 1, 5. Back on the 5 again. So we have a choice to make, right? We can leave these here, and again, you're hedged, completely hedged right here, which is fine, and move them across. Let's try that pattern instead of going opposite and moving into it. Let's start down here and move away from it. Let's just see if that makes any difference at all. I don't think it makes a difference, but it's interesting to think about as you're doing these kind of things, what might be the right play to do. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, no help. Have I pulled a dime off this table yet? I don't think so. I think I just burned everything down here and been parlaying like a maniac and making nothing. That's why I think I want to get that don't pass to 2 units. I think 2 units is where to be. If I'm 1 unit in the box, I think or 2 1 units in the box, I think deserves to be 2 units here. Okay, that pays 50 bucks. 50 for 1, actually. Okay. We can move these both to the 6 and the 8. At 50 bucks, the right move here is to make those look like 48 with $2 change. Okay, so we'll make them both look like 48. 45, 45, 48. So now they're both at 48. We'll hopefully get one of them and move out to the outside here and be in good shape. Did I mark that? 314. Big Joe with the payment for old Johnny here. All right, let's go and get it. Aces again. Oof. Those are kind of hot here. Those are kind of hot today. I'm not sure why. Just that's the trend of the day, I guess, right? Here we go. 6 or 8. That's all we need. That's all we need. How about a 9? 6 and a 3. That makes 9, and we don't care. Come on. Just once. Just once. Let me have it. There we go. Square pair. Like and subscribe to Jake and Rob, my buddies from Colorado. Square pair. So, again, 48 will pay 55, 56 bucks. We're going to move these now to the 9 and the 10, and we're going to have to do some math work here to make it work. Oops. They're going to both go up by 2 greens and by 4 reds. They're both going to be at 70 bucks. Okay, I do have another, I guess I have 10 bucks over here. We can go to 75 each. I'll clean those up. All right, 75 bucks each, a couple dollars change. Sweet. Still out in the point of 5. 4-4, the square pair. Now, hit the end. Let's hit the end point, and we'll be in great shape if we can do it. Let's go 6-4 as our set. Maybe hit that 10 exactly. Damn it, 7 out. Ugly, 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 ugly. We can't just get it, right? We got here though, and it would have been nice, right? Remember, we started out here with 50 bucks, right? A 10 hit would have been another 150. That's a really good home run when you can hit the damn thing. But again, today's not seeming to be our day. There's our don't pass bet. Now it's at 50 bucks. I'm going to parlay the win on the don't pass. And again, I think that's the right number. So if the shooter resolves themselves here, I'm going to start the new base at 50. I think that's the right play. I really do. Bummer, man. That was a good roll. That was a really good roll there. I would have loved to have made this thing sing one time. Another point of 5. 4 and a 1. That's a 5. All right, let's go. Oh, bets. Let's put some bets out here. Let's go. I like this starting down here. I like this if I get the early win down here. It helps cover. I don't know if that's right or not. It doesn't matter ultimately. I mean, you're making a freaking guess, right? Which direction you want to head. 5-2-7. It doesn't matter at all where I started. We get the quick 7, 5-2. But here's the thing. These two pay that. So it's a tie. Fine. Live to fight another day. I'll put these back in the rack. Leave that at its new level because it was a parlayed win. We'll leave it up there. And that's that. Look at that PSO. Jeez. I don't even like looking at those things on the screen. It just makes me mad. All right, 2-1-3. Beauteous. Beauteous. That pays, and we're parlaying it, right? That's my strategy. Right, we leveled up to a new base after the last win. Now we parlay. Hit that parlay, the base goes up. If I get there, I'll show you how that works. Here we go. 6-2-8. Did I mark that 3? I did. Okay, 6-2-8. Out on a point of 8. Nice big fat don't right there. I love that. Where do you want to start? Let's start here again. Work our way across. Okay, let's get her. 3-2-5. Should have started the other side, I guess, right? Again, it's a guess. It doesn't even matter where you start. You're picking 2 random numbers and hoping that you pick the right 2 on your way across. There's a 9. That's great. 4-5-9. All right. So again, that's going to be 35 bucks. We're going to slide them over. We're going to take our 35 bucks. We're going to make them look like 42. There's 42 with the buck change. Did I mark that? I did mark that. Okay, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get a 6. Let's get that 6. Come on. Almost. Almost. Bad math. 4-1-5. 4-1. Well, I want to get through the strategy once, and then I want to switch to the other one. I like the other one a little bit better, I think. I may just switch anyway after a couple of rolls here because of time, but I want to make this thing pay at least one time. 6-2-8. Okay, that's not great. However, let's talk through where we are. 6-2-8. So we hit the point. We had a huge bet out here. How much of that bet came from my rack? 25 bucks came from my rack. That was a parlayed win that I left out there at 50. We hit it again. I parlayed it again here. This is a huge swing for 3 don'ts in a row. Only lost really a quarter on that. So although I wanted to win this bet, I don't care that much. Out here at 42 bucks, for $1, it pays 50. So the net going back to the house here is 50 bucks. Okay, not a big deal. We're going to slide those over. to the 4 and the 5. I'm going to take that 50 bucks. We're going to press them all the way as high as we can. We're going to go to 65 bucks, take the whites back to the house, and reset our don't. And again, I'm going to go back at the $50 level. I think that's the right place to be for it. Puck is off. Point was hit. We've lost half our money. Let's go. How about a nice horn number here on the come out? Wouldn't that be great? Get some money back. It's a hard 10. Hard 10. That's good. 5-5, hard 10. What I'd love to see now, let's get a 4 or 5, and then you'll see how this thing is supposed to work. Let's get lucky. Let's get lucky. Come on. Give me that 4. Give me that 4. Damn it. 5, 2, 7. I cannot make this thing work today. Unbelievable. 5, 2, 7. We lose it all again. All right, that pays 2 units. We're going to stack that up, of course, and all this comes back. The net result there actually is a tie. We had 50 bucks at risk. We just won 50 bucks. It ends up being a tie. Not ideal, but we have a nice huge bet parlayed out there now. Damn it, I wanted to hit. I just want to make it work one time. Just one stinking time is all I want. Story of my life, right? 617, our parlay goes away. Good gravy. Back out at our base bet of 2. That's a 6-1. Man. The good news is this, I guess. Let me throw here now. Say what I was going to say. There's a 617 again. Let's just go bankrupt. Now I'm rooting for it. Now I'm just pissed off and I want to go bankrupt. Let's just lose it all. Why not? This is a strategy that makes sense on paper, right? The little don't pass down there to protect a couple of bets. March them across. You just need 3 inside hits in some kind of order, and you're going to be okay. That's a 4-1-5. Seems like it's going to work all the time. Why wouldn't this work? Well, guess what? It don't work all the time. And it's good that I break these things so you can see that the most magical ideas don't always play out. Let's get our 2 bets here. We're going to go with the 9 and 10. In theory, we should be making money. We ain't. But once we burn this all, we're going to go to a different way of playing it. I'll show you that second version of it, which I think might have more merit. There's a 5-4-9. 5-4-9, and again, that pays 35 bucks. We're going to move them over to here. We're going to make those both look like $42 with $1 change. That's how this works. $1 change. There it is. Matter of fact, I'm going to go and take my pittance of winnings here, change them in for 10 bucks. Just so we have some other color in the rack besides freaking white. 5-4-9. Let's go. Let me hit a 6 or an 8 here and get ourselves healthy. Come on. Come on. 6-6. Zero help. Zero help. Let's go. 4-2-6. Gotta love that. 4-2-6. Let's mark it. Let me prove it to you. There they are. And again, for $1, that pays 50. We can go to the 5 and 9. We'll take the whites away, make them both look like 65 bucks. Those come back to the rack. Now, for all that's good and holy, let me get a 4, please. Let's hit a 4. Come on. 6-2-8. Here we go. 3-2-5. Well, that's a bummer and a blessing and a curse, right? 3-2-5 hits, which is good. We finally got our soldier that freaking march all the way to victory here. We lose our don't pass it. We lose this, which kind of sucks. But over here, that 5 is going to pay 50, is going to pay 70, 15 is going to pay 21. It pays $91. Okay, so 75, 90, 91 bucks. And the takeaway from this, there's the 50 we started with, right? So it ends up being 125, 150, 170 bucks, 171 bucks coming back. That's actually pretty solid, right? I'll put the 50 bucks down there on the don't. I'll make this a quarter. And after all of that, we're getting whacked all over the place here. The bankroll ends up coming back a little bit, right? We had lost 400 bucks. We're back up to 300. We're only down half our bankroll. With one hit on this strategy, we recovered all the way back to half. If that had happened earlier, you'd be okay. You'd be okay. All right, I'm gonna switch gears now. I'm gonna go ahead and take this money out because again, we're running low on time. And I wanna switch to the other version of this. I wanna get your opinion in chat of what you think about this version of it. And this one here, I'm gonna go to just a quarter on the don't. I'm gonna reset my bankroll with 600 bucks in it. I'm just glad we got through one damn time. So 600 bucks minus the quarter that's out there. And we're gonna go 160 across once we have a point, okay? Let's get, I'm gonna reset, I'm gonna fake a 7 here. I'm gonna restart things. Let's go. All right, there's an 8 for the point. I don't care about the point yet. Now what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna go 160 across. Here's 175 out of my rack, $15 change from the dealer. Quarters all the way around. Bam, bam, 160 across. Now this is gonna be a strategy that this here is gonna feel Butterberg-ish to you. It actually comes from El Toro and his way of playing when he's not shooting. And what he basically does is he'll set whatever he's gonna do across, 64, whatever it is. Whatever number hits, you're gonna take your payment, that number, and its sister all down to 0. So you're gonna kind of go 3-step Butterberg out of the hand quickly, let this guy sit here and run the show. If you get it early 7, you're gonna be shooting yourself in the foot here, but you're hoping, again, for 3 inside hits and getting the hell out. If we can pull it off, right? You can't do this. You can't have a 5-2-7 right away. The PSO will kill you in a strategy like this because you're way overbalanced up here than down here. But when it does work out, it's going to be okay. So we're going to go ahead and get paid the don't. And again, I'm going to stack my payment down there. This 160 for ease, I'm going to pay it out of the rack. I'm going to give you 175 out of my rack and say same bet. There's the 175 from my rack. I'm going to take the 15 bucks change, put it up here, and we have to work hard now. Right? We're going to have to get some luck to burn some of that back, and it's going to take 2 runs to get back 1 PSO loss. 415. Nothing like starting from in the hole, right? I don't think I ever once today had anything in profit. I think everything we did today hurt us. Every single thing. Here we go. 549. Okay, so what happens here? The 549 hits. 549. That 9 pays 35 bucks. We take it and its sister back to the rack. So we're going to start rebuilding our war chest down here. 1 sister number at a time. 549. That's good. Let's get one of the others. Pull it back. There's another 9. That's okay. We pulled it down. Again, this is kind of the anti-549. This is kind of the anti-trending way of playing, right? You would press what's hot. Here, we're running from what's hot. We're trying to get our shit off the table as fast as possible. Again, you employ this kind of strategy when you're not the shooter. There's a 4-3-7, so we're out again. Yikes, 4-3-7. We're gonna lose in here. That don't pass, though, we'll pay 50 bucks. And that was our parlay, which is good. So the 50 bucks comes back to the rack. We leave the don't pass at the new level, level 2. Go for it again. Here we go. Puck's off. Let's try it again and see if we can't make something happen. Good time for a horn number here. Damn it. Sniper. 527. This is what happened to me last night. Could not make this work no matter what I did. No matter what I did, I sniped myself on every single shooter. Come on. 10. 10 on the end. That's a good play for down there. Let's get again 160 across. We'll take 10 bucks out of here. Let's go. Let's get 3 freaking hits. Can we get 3 hits? Here we go. Hard 4. That's a beautiful hit right there. That's a nice one. 4. Hard 4. There's the dollar for the vig. $4 change. Pays 50 bucks. 4 and 10 both come down. There's 100 bucks back in the rack. All right, that was a helpful hit. Get those outsides knocked down as quick as we can. I like that. I like that. Let's go. Something inside. Damn it. It's just soul crushing, isn't it? It's just absolutely soul crushing when you think you're on your way and you get absolutely freaking torched every single time. All right, let's play it out. That wins on the don't. Stack up the win. We're gonna come back out again at 160. My gracious, we're just getting absolutely tatered. All right, pucks off. Let's go. Can I get more than, look at that. PSO, and then a little 3-shotter, and then a little 2-shotter. We cannot get out of our way here. Happy Thursday. That's an 8. Square pair. The square pair on display. 4-4. All right, let's avoid that and get some other stuff happening. Let's get some other stuff happening. Come on, outside number. 325. That's cool. It pays 35 bucks. We're gonna run away with the 5 and the 9. Take them both back to the rack. 200 bucks in the rack. Good Lord, we've burned 400 bucks on this damn thing. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Here we go. 639, of course. Of course. All right, let's get that out of here. All right, here we go. 5-2 freaking 7. Ugh. All right, it is what it is, man. Look at those 7s popping. So we lose all of this up in here, but that does pay 50 of it. So your net loss is 60 bucks on that exchange. Actually, you brought some money back. All right, that was a parlayed win. So the don't pass stays at 50. That's the new level. I'm gonna put out the 160 right now ahead of time. Here we go, pucks off. My rack is basically empty because reasons. 6-4-10 on the end. It's a good point for the don't right there. We'll take that. We'll take that. 6-4-10. Come on. Ah, for frick's sake. I love it. 6-4-10. So for $1, we'll get 50. And we, of course, lose 50. The strategy is pull the 4 and 10 back to the rack, which we just did. And we're going to go back out at our base don't pass. We got beat in the don't pass, back out there on the base level, pucks off, and we have an instant repeater to snipe ourselves. We're sniping ourselves no matter what we do. So much fun. Let's go. Come on. Something good. 639. Okay. All right, 639. That's our point. Let's avoid that for a couple of rolls. Maybe. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That was one roll too late. All right, let's go. 6-4-10, which we've already pulled off. Again, we're still working the box the same way, even though it spans multiple points. We're still working the same system out there. There's an 8. That's good. That's our set. The first time we've gotten 2 of these things knocked down, I think. It's 4, 4, 8. 4, 4, hard 8. That's going to pay 35. We're going to run to the hills and take it and its sister back to the rack. All right, let's get that 5. Let's get a 5. Did I put the 8 in? I did. Give me a 5. Let's run home. How about a hard 4? That's okay. Hard 4 is okay. Again, we're off of it. This is a run for the hills kind of strategy. We ran for the hills. Just need one little bit of help here. Let's go. Hard 8 again. 4, 4. Those dice stuck nice there. I'm getting better at sticking my dice. I'm just not getting the results I want. 4, 1, 5. We did it. Finally, we did the whole thing. Look at that. We got a soldier to march once across. We got the retreat. The soldiers, just like they're fighting in France. They're retreating, coming back. That's good. Both of these can come down. And now we're in the spot that I said we were going to be in when we first started the show, which is, hey, let's let our place bets work and come down. And we did okay, right? Matter of fact, if I take the nickels out of here, make a quarter, we've got 350 in the rack. Getting whacked like we did. We did okay. That strategy works to keep you healthy if you hit. Now we're here. We're in a great spot. Now we play for the 7. All we care about now is big red coming, and we've cleared our place bets, just like Chris does, right? In the Tesla, you clear your place bets out, and you hope for a 7 to finish you off, right? To get it going. 1, 2, 3. And what I'm not doing here that he does is I'm not coming through the don't come. We're just going to let the baseline pass bet. So we basically transition from light to dark in midstream. No crazy reductions down here. We're just playing it straight up light to dark. There's the 9. Of course, we're going to hit our point, right? Why wouldn't I hit the point when I'm on the dark side? 6, 3, 9, and that comes down. And we can play it one more time. I think I have time to do one more run. Yeah, we'll do one more run. One more quick run with it just to see, and then we'll call it. Put the 9 in. Okay, so now we're just going to get a new point. We'll do 160 across one more time and see if we can't help the bankroll out a little bit at least, right? There's a 6. It's a 4 and a 2. The 4 is on the wall here. There's the 4. There's the 2. Again, we'll do 160 across. There we go. 4, 2, 6. That's going to be your point. Let's go. 3, 3, hard 6. Of course it is. 3 and a 3. It's a hard 6. We lose our don't. I'm going to put that don't back. Let's get the dice up here. That 6 will pay 35. We'll take it and the 8 both back. Puck is off. Let's roll it. It's an 8. New point's going to be the 8. I like that because we're unobstructed here on the 8. Aces. There they are. Five, 1, 6. The mixer. 5 and a 1. Doesn't matter. My favorite thing in the world here is hitting all the things I'm not betting on. That's like the best part. That and sniping the numbers, right? There's the 7. We're out again. 437. Boy, oh boy. Doesn't matter what I do, I can break it. There's your 1 down there. So net result, we've gotten our asses handed to us up here. Let's get the reds turned into a green. And the end result in the rack here is $300. We lost $300 doing that. But in reality, we lost 160 twice and over 100 twice. And we still only lost half our bankroll because pulling down does work. You just can't have PSOs. You can't have these super short rolls like this or rolls with all these non-productive hits for you. And this is, I think, an exercise in futility here. So let's get this over here and let's talk about it. All right, come back to the screen. All right, so in plays like this is an important thing to remember, right? The idea is, let's look at the first one. The first one's a home run, right? And I think the $50 don't with the two $25 flats is the way to play that, because if it doesn't work, you're tying every single time. You can progress your don't and get some money on a bad set of shooters. Obviously, from the don't, if they hit their points, you're going to be jacked up anyway. But I think $50 don't, two $25 bets to March, that's great. That March, as you march across, when that thing hits, it hits for 175, as you saw. That's a beautiful thing when it works, okay? It took me, 5 or 6 rollers to make it work once. Again, getting 3 is hard. The second way of playing was less aggressive, way more passive, right? I called it smart bombing. You're tactically trying to knock things out. What happens there, though, is this. You're pulling the number down that just hit. Ostensibly, that should be the one that you're throwing again. And you saw how many times that I pull down a 6 or an 8 or a 5 or a 9 and then hit it 2 more times after that, right? By running for cover, you remove opportunity. So I like the idea of reducing risk as I go. However, taking the opportunity away to get those repeats. The last roller, right, he hit 2 6s. We only got paid on 1 of them. So you got to think about that. It makes sense on paper. Yeah, let's hit the 5 and 9. Let's hit the 4 and 10. Let's hit the 6 and 8. We'll be out. 7 comes and we're going to be great. Chris DGen did it last night on his show. It worked the first time perfectly. This time here, not so much. So when you're crafting a strategy like this, where you're pulling down opportunity, that's okay if you're okay with it. But remember, and as you saw just now, you can pull down 1 set of sisters, the second set, the 7's going to come and still you're going to lose. So that's it. It is what it is. Not a great rolling day today. Yesterday was way better. We made money yesterday. Today, not so much. But it's fun to play it out and see these things happen live. They sound good over coffee. They don't always play well on the table. So that's why you have me, to show you good ideas and bad execution. That's my role in this world. So there it is. Y'all have a great Thursday. I'm going to check chat really quick here. And excuse me, let's look at my chats. Make sure anything I have to talk through with. Old Bay says, hey, PC. Remember, if you preface the letters PC in your chats, I'll always see them. I have a filter that I run so I can see them. I also see chats that are prefaced with the letter Q, like this one. When you say, get in, get out of the hand, bets are not paid for, and press the moon. Am I going for 3 hits and down, or pressing then collecting? It depends on my strategy. Today, this was a full-on, like the first one is a devoted march. The second one was a get out of here. Normally, when I get out of the hand quick, let me go to the table. I'm going to show you what I do. I'm going to go zoom in just so we can answer. This is a good question. I want to make sure we hit it. So if I do my normal 320, and let's put the 320 out here, okay? Like my morning session is. 1, let's go 300. I'll pull from the bank and $20, okay? So I want to be what they call out of the hand, quickly. I like to get out fast. Now, there's 2 ways to get out of the hand fast, okay? It depends on where you want to end up. So let's just roll the dice and get something that's actually a number, a 4. Great, that pays $100, okay? The 4 pays 100. Now, what do you do with the $100 on this, from this 4? What I've been doing is in 3 hits, right? So the first hit, we pull the 4 and 10 back, okay? Now, and I'm going to put $100 over here as a side. We'll hold that off to the side. The second hit, let's just roll. Let's just get something beside the 7. A 9 pays 70 bucks. Okay, that pays 70. Reduce the 5 and 9. I'll make these look like hundreds. There's 200, 50, 270. Well, ignore the 7. We're going to roll these things out till we get a resolution. There's an 8. Pay 70 bucks. Same thing. Pull these down. And now you are what we say out of the hand. What that means is there's 200, there's 300. Come on. Oh my God, 320. That's what I started with. And I've got 50, $75, $100 in profit. So we're at 100 bucks in profit, and we're at 90 bucks in profit. 90 bucks in profit, and we have our 160 out here. So we're out of the hand. Out of the hand means you have your money back and you have profit that you're playing with. You can pull this back, right? This can all come back to the rack. If you pulled it all back, you would have 75, 100, 200, 25, 235 in profit off of those 3 hits. When I'm out in the garage and I'm practicing, I'm looking for one of 2 ways to play. That's one way, 3 hits and out. Okay, I like getting 3 hits because it gets me profit. And I say this all the time. I want to be at profit, and there you are, 225 or so in profit and 3 hits. That's a beautiful way to play. The other way to play this and also be out of the hand is to do the YOLO. Okay, now the YOLO way of doing it is, again, the 4 hit first. We won 100 bucks on that 4. I'm out of the hand right now. I take all my bets down. Everything comes back to me, and immediately my money's back. I'm completely even in the hand, right? I've YOLO'd for 100 bucks. Now, I can take this 100 bucks and reinvest it and go 96 across with it, right? So I can go $15 units, or 3 unit bets rather, across here. Good gravy. My hands are fumbly here for some reason this morning. There we go. 96 across with $6, with $4 change. And now you're out of the hand. Your money's back. You have a teeny tiny profit, but you're playing 100% out here on profits. So you're out of the hand and you're clear. Now, what do you do from this point forward? How do you collect from here? Me, I don't press to the moon until I've got my level. And what that means is this. Let's say that, I'll put these aside, up in the rack here. Let's say that you're in here and we get some hits. Let's simulate a couple of wins, right? We get an 8 that wins for 21 bucks, okay? Maybe we drop a buck and press just the insides to 88. Okay, we'll do a kind of a bigger sort of aggressive press in here. We'll do like a one and down. Let's say that the 9 hits with 20 bucks on the 9, it pays $28. And at this point, what I can do is reduce down, take 2 hits, come out of the 4 and 10. I can bring myself back down here again to 66 inside. And again, the numbers, the amounts that you do this for are not that important, but here's what's important. There's 25, 50, another 25 bucks. There's $75 plus whatever this is, $9 or something, 75. So in a couple of hits, you press the inside, you take a hit, you come back down, you bring it all inside. I've got 75, 80, basically 85 bucks locked up. Now that I'm locked on some profit for the shooter, start with 320, 1 hit to 96 across, 2 more hits to a $75 profit. Now I press to the moon. This is the point at which I start going for it, and I don't care. I can get these bets up to black. If I lose them all, I made 80 bucks. And that's kind of what I'm looking for, is like, I want to lock something up, and then I press. That's when I go to the moon, okay? Once I'm locked. Now, when I'm going for the moon, what I'll typically do is I will start collecting at the black level. So I lock the profit like I just did. I press like a maniac until all the bets pay black. I start taking black chips off, and then I go to purples. And then when the purples start paying off, I come back and grab those things. That's the way that I do that. That's my personal way. Skill and Luck, Dylan, likes to half press forever, right? He's more of a ease into it, collect every single time. I'm more of a, let me get my profit locked, and then I just don't care. Then I'm going to go hammer it. So Depends on your taste for risk and your acceptance of the profit level that you got. Once I locked that, and I'm very careful at getting to profit, I lock it up. And now you see there, 1 hit to 96 across, right? Or 3 hits to profit and 160 across. Either way, I'm looking for 1 hit or 3 hits when I'm throwing. My throwing practice is all designed around me tracking how often I can get 1 hit guaranteed and how often I can get 3 hits guaranteed. Because either way, I'm out of the hand and I'm playing with money, with casino money. So that, my friends, is it. That's all I got. That's the last question I see. I think it's the last comment that I see. I got to go. I'm a little bit late, but the airport's close enough. So that's it all. Have a great Thursday. Again, I won't see you tomorrow. I probably won't see you Monday or Tuesday morning either, but I will see you back here live Wednesday. I may do some recordings and launch them as kind of a premiere thing so you can all come out here and chat and hang out for coffee and crafts, but I won't be here live with you. I'll probably be on my phone chatting with you actually. So I'll see you virtually between now and next Wednesday, but live next Wednesday. Y'all have a great Thursday. Have a great weekend. Be safe, be happy. If you're playing at the casinos, good luck. Love y'all. God bless. And I'll see you in the next one.